Connor, thanks for sitting down with me or standing up. We're both standing up. Well, let's just start off with some simple stuff. So who are you? Where are you from? School that you went to, that kind of stuff. How long have you been with StudentWorks for, and where are you currently managing?
Absolutely. Thanks, Jordan. My name is Connor Blass. I was born in Calgary, moved down to grew up in Lethbridge my whole life, went to University of Lethbridge down there, finished my degree in mathematics in April of 2020. It was in my first year of university that I got involved with StudentWorks. I started that. I was sitting in an economics class when my first DM came in and told me a bit of information about it, which intrigued me and made me want to go to an information session. Um, from there, I ran my business for 4 years in Lethbridge as well. And then since then, I have moved up to Edmonton, and this is going into my second year being a district manager for Northern Alberta.
Okay, wicked. So I guess why are you a business coach, and what keeps you around StudentWorks for so long?
Um, I think the what keeps me around is it's one of my favorite questions to answer. I use this exact same phrasing every single year at training when we have to stand up and talk in front of everybody else. I came and I started StudentWorks for the challenge. I saw the opportunity to better myself, to learn skills that a lot of my peers didn't have the opportunity to really learn in their classes, to learn how to really put themselves ahead of everybody else in their field. But after the first year, after all of the different community events, after the training, after the Mexico trip, I stayed for the people. And it's the people that keep me coming back year after year after year. And now that I'm in the position where I'm a business coach helping other students grow in the same ways that I was able to, it's incredibly rewarding to watch everybody go through the different stages of learning that I was able to go through, to break through out of their shells, to become a lot more personable, a lot more outgoing, to just be all around better human beings. It's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely one of the reasons why I stick around still after about 14 years. So that's great. We just wrapped up the 2021 season pretty much. How many operators did you work with this year, and what was the total revenue that or sales that they produced?
I worked with 14 operators this year, everywhere from as far north as Whitecourt, Alberta, all the way down to Lethbridge. My technical areas from Whitecourt down to Red Deer, but then I have just one little person way down south. Those 14 people combined did about $1.6 million, which is very impressive. My average person finished off $113,000 to $114,000 in revenue, which was an incredibly successful year for the area and for all of my people.
For sure. Yeah. Massive growth in the kind of Edmonton or like Alberta area for you. And with people making, anywhere from 20 to 30% profit, that's a good chunk of change, as a student, and being in your kind of late teens, early 20s, that goes a long way. And you have a lot of those people coming back for another year, which, they can only grow and build on. So that's fantastic. You predominantly work with students. So what common challenges do you see students face while they're going to school and taking on the challenge of running a business at the same time?
Um, the biggest challenge that I see everybody face is the challenge of managing their time effectively. That's every single year when we sit down with our students at the beginning of the year, we give them a very detailed breakdown of what they need to do throughout what we call the preseason, which would be the January till the end of April period when they are in school. And we break down the different actions they need to do to be successful in terms of number of hours per week. And originally it can seem a little bit overwhelming to a lot of the students, but as we teach them the skills needed to manage their time effectively enough that they can balance their school and their work and everything else, everything gets so much easier for them. But it's that initial bump because it's not something that's ever really taught to a lot of them before.
Yeah, I think it's mind blowing to realize how much time you actually have. And
Absolutely.
once you gain that skill and understand the habits surrounding time management, all of a sudden you start to realize that like you can do that much more. And that's where we see a lot of students coming in to this thinking it's going to be super challenging, but end up doing better in school. They perform better in every aspect of their life because they just understand time management. And that's a skill that's wildly important to learn, moving forward, right? Because when you're done school, when you're done StudentWorks, you're going to have a house, you're going to have a mortgage, you're going to have kids, you're going to have jobs, you're going to have extracurricular type stuff or activities, hobbies. You're going to want to, do a lot. And it's those that understand time management that are able to do a lot, right?
Yeah. Yeah. How to really just prioritize every single action in their life.
For sure. Okay. Final question. been a while since you've been in high school now. What do you wish that you knew when you finished high school that you now know?
I really wish I would have. I guess I knew this, but I wish I would have understood it a lot more. The importance of just networking and being involved in in the different clubs and the different communities with different people, getting to know everybody around you in such a way that you have a very beneficial relationship for everybody involved, because when you graduate high school, everybody's going to different fields, and it's important to maintain these relationships and have these people that you know who are going to be going out and taking control of essentially the next generation of leaders, of doctors, of scholars, of trades workers, of business owners, of whatever. So you have these friendships, you have these connections, because you never know when it's going to be useful to know somebody.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, thanks for standing up and answering all my questions today.
Thanks, Jordan.